This is quite the reversal of what we had yesterday, where we sat in queue for like almost a full minute. Instead, right here, we just straight up get insta-queued. So, we got insta-queued into a Malta, so that's always great. Let's see here. Venezia can be nasty with the SAP. Cleveland radar. Kleber, Yu Yang potential radar. Kitakazi and Fletcher. No submarines. There's only the Malta, the Cleveland. Although, like I said, the Venezia can be pretty annoying. Also, is that a ledge Kleber? That could very well be a ledge Kleber right there. Alright, we'll see how that develops. This is not a great spawn for me. Oh, fuck, I forgot this is my clan battle captain, not my regular. It's a little suboptimal, but oh, whatever. We'll deal with it. I would have preferred to have spawned close to where this Fletcher or where this Kitakazi spawned, because one of my favorite things to do in ships like Shimakaze, Yu Yang, and Gearing is be like right around here and just fling torpedoes down this line right here, where there's often going to be a bunch of enemies grouped up heading towards sea. If you can get a good torpedo shot into that, that's a very good angle right there. I love playing the middle of this map, but we didn't spawn over on the middle, so no such luck for us. But it looks like we might be. We're definitely not going to be dealing with the Kleber because this div is spotted over there. There's the Cleveland, there's the Kitakazi, and there's the Fletcher over here that we're going to be dealing with. We also have a Stalingrad radar over here to help us out. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to back into this cap right here. And I'm just going to let this Fletcher push into sea and into the Stalingrad radar. And into my friendly Fletcher as well. And then if I need to, I can smoke up while I shoot. Oh, for fuck's sake. I would have preferred he saved onto that, but whatever. Gonna hope that he's gonna shoot at me. Come on. You know you wanted to. It looks like our Fletcher is gonna do it though. He's probably going to be turning broadside to launch some torpedoes into the smokescreen right here, so I'm going to get torpedo safe. Yep, you saw he was turning broadside there. That is a clear indicator of I'm going to be launching torpedoes. So I'm going to try and get out of the way of those real quick, but I also do want to head more towards the middle, because we have a pretty open area over there right now. There goes that guy. I'll take the extra charge on my engine boost. Thank you very much. Kitakazi has been spotted 30 seconds ago. Yep, there's the Fletcher torpedoes. There we go. B is wide open. We have the Kitakazi out here if our carrier could go and possibly spot for him. I'm going to let this Fletcher take care of C. I'm not needed over here. The bulk of their ships is over there. This is not what we wanted. Although we do have some, looks like Mogami shots coming in. Very much. Missed me with that. There we go. Slow down, please. There we go. Alright, with both of those destroyers dead, that's going to open up our options a lot over here. So I think the first order of business is definitely going to be capping B. Our Fletcher's over here. He can take care of C, no problem. He has a Mogami, Kearsarge, and a Stalingrad to back him up. So that's all well and good. Now I'm going to turn my attention over towards B. And RPF is pointing probably like down here. That's where I think one of their ships might be. I mean, it could also be like something like right here as well, I guess. Or it could also be right there, but I'm just pinging the map just so our gearing will be possibly a little bit more aware. But it does kind of look like it's pointing at the Yu Yang now. Now that that Yu Yang was spotted, it looks like that's where he was. So yeah, he is in fact pointing at the Yu Yang because the Kleber got spotted. Alright, so I was wrong there. Oh well. Let's see, Yu Yang. I really want to try and put some torpedoes into some of these battleships. But I think right now I'm gonna have to deal more with this Yu Yang before I can go after any of those battleships, and possibly might have to deal with the Kleber as well. So I think right now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to launch some Make-A-Wish torpedoes down the path of this Yu Yang. Because I'm expecting this guy, he's going to probably be heading towards B. He can see it being flipped just as well as anyone. Yep. And hopefully, there we go. Hopefully he can remain spotted. There we go. That's what I like to see. Or possibly not. Yu Yang did not end up eating any of those torpedoes, which is unfortunate. That is a radar Yu Yang. I honestly should have figured that from the fact that he didn't immediately smoke up. But he also, at the same time, didn't radar me immediately. So, oh, that would have been... Fucking classic. Those torps were spotted for ages, and he fucking still ate one of them. Fucking random players, man. Like, and he's a fucking Kleber, too. Like, he literally can do 55 fucking knots, and he ended up just fucking beaching, and he still took a torpedo that was spotted for fucking ages. Okay, whatever. I'm not even gonna question that. And this right here, this game is a perfect example of what happens when one team just completely nopes out of one side of the map, because they had literally no resistance, that's literally none. It was just the Cleveland and the Fletcher that just got insta-dead. As soon as those were taken care of, there's just like a no contest. And then literally everyone was able to just walk for completely free. And our Fletcher's choosing to go and harass the Yamato. That's good for him. It doesn't look like that's a ledge Kleber, but he's also not shooting. So I honestly still at this point wouldn't be surprised if it turned out to be a ledge Kleber. I think this Kansas is going to be the more appealing target. Just going to launch torpedoes in case this Concord decides to accelerate. Though this fucking Kansas is just going to sit behind the island. I actually kind of want to shoot at this Kleber. but he's also on low health. It's not going to be worth revealing myself just for a 9-ish kilometer shot on a fucking Kleber. And it looks like that Conqueror might in fact sail into those torpedoes. Looks like one or two. Nah, just one. If I fired 2 sets there, that would have been a kill, but I wanted to have my set for the for this Kansas. I honestly could just straight up rush this guy. I'm actually, you know, I think he's going to accelerate. I'm thinking he's gonna, yeah, no, he's still reversing. Well, welcome to, oh, no, he's accelerating now. Oh, we fucking zeroed them. That's fucking trash. 12-minute game, by the way. Not even. That was like 11 minutes. Oh well. Kitakazi, Fletcher, IJN, Kleber. Imagine. Still, well done to the Stalingrad. He had a pretty good game. So. Oh my god, this was fucking tragic. Okay, you know what? This was a good game that demonstrates how to face enemy destroyers as any enemy gunboats like the Fletcher, the Yu Yang. You can argue is a gunboat depending on how you spec it, and the Kitakazi, and to not really to the Kleber, but that was a good little anti-destroyer lesson as a torpedo destroyer. So that's going to be the main focus of this video, but I'm going to get another one because that was absolutely fucking tragic. Let's see here. Radar. Oh, and this thing is working now as well. Looks like that finally got updated to be compatible. So, that's fun. Let's see. Radar. Dalarna, Shima, Sherman, and a potential radar from the Chung Mu. Audacious. No submarines. You know, I've actually noticed a considerably lower number of submarines since this patch hit. And I think a large part of that is because they actually got changed recently. What the fuck is that? Did anyone else see that shit like glowing right there? Whatever. Anyway, shotgunning, the term that's coined for submarines popping up at like 1 kilometer and just unloading a bunch of torpedoes into you, that actually got nerfed. So, so basically, they can't really shotgun people any closer than 3 kilometers, which is a lot harder to do because of the torpedo travel time and the ability to just DCP the ping and all this. So, because submarines more or less got direct nerf, I think a lot of people or a lot less people are playing submarines right now. But, anyway, there is something coming out here, which is really not, like, I really don't ever recommend running RPF in randoms, like, ever, but I just had this because it's my clan battle captain and I forgot to switch it out, so we're running with it. Our Velos is going to have a fun time. That's also a no SC Velos, by the way. Chung Mu is over there. There is something even closer than those two. There's something like right there. And that's looking to be a Petro. Both of their destroyers went out super, super wide. And then our Velos just barreled in and is fucking dying. The Yamagiri spawned in the middle of the map and he's heading over here, so typical Yamagiri players. I think right now my play is going to be just since this Yamagiri has his heart set on being out here for some reason instead of the middle where he spawned at. It looks like I'm pretty much just going to be trading positions with this Yamagiri. I'm just going to head into C and see if I can pick that up for my team. And if not, I can at very least force this Petro and Buffalo to respond to me and force them to burn consumables for me. Because even if I get radared and I'm able to back out of C, that's a radar charge that they're not going to have later on. Which means that Petro or that Buffalo not having radar could save the life of this Neptune if he smokes up in their face and they're out of radar charges. And the same applies to the fucking Yamagiri, the Velos, or this Napoli. Which, actually, that Napoli is not smoked up yet. Never mind. Thought if that Napoli had smoked up, there would be a reasonable suspicion there that the Petro might have burned his radar for it. Possibly the Buffalo as well, depending on the actual distances involved. But, well, never mind. Let's see. Petro is just going to sit there in reverse. This is a little bit of a dicey situation to be in. Because there is an FDG and a Musashi that will have line of fire if I were to get radared right now. There goes the Georgia. I'm also being RPF'd as well. That's looking to be the Petro, actually. I don't think I was being located before. Actually gonna... This is actually a dicey situation right now. Actually gonna get turned around here. This is not where I want to be, because I might actually have to burn a smoke right here. No, I'm not gonna greed for that. I thought about being greedy and trying to get the that third launcher off, but no, I'm not gonna be an idiot. Here we go. Sherman was spotted. There goes the Fat Freddy. This Petro is going to be a problem. We do manage to land one torpedo on him. Is any of these guys gonna eat nose? No, they're not. I think right now... Okay, this Velos has torpedoes for the Petro. And the Montana takes him down, so that's pretty good. What the fuck? Did our Yamagiri just kill themselves? Yeah, they did, of course. I think now my play is probably going to be... I could do one of two things. I can either go out and try and put some torpedoes into this lot right here, or I can possibly also try and defend to sea from the Sherman. And what I think I'm gonna do is probably go out over here to try and deal with this lot right here. Because the reason I'm not going to be going for C is the Sherman, first of all, was just now spotted going away from C. But even before that happened, what I was looking at was we currently have a 250 point lead on their team right now. And even if that Sherman was to take C for his team, we would still be at equilibrium with the cap circles because we would have 2 apiece. So even if that Sherman takes C, which he's not going to because he's not trying to, but hypothetically, if that Sherman were to take C right now, we would still be in a pretty good spot, and we wouldn't be either going behind on points, nor would they be closing the gap. We would still just be in a points neutral position. Although right now, we have a carrier that's going to grief us. I think right now, my main thing is I'm just going to put torpedoes out into D. And the reason I'm going to do that and not at the line is because these guys are most likely going to be either walking around this island to greed for this Neptune, or they're going to be going for the cap, which is the smart thing, and because that's what they need to do. I'm going to launch those a little bit ahead. But the main goal of these torpedoes is just to deny them, or to try and deny them from getting into D for as long as possible. Although it's not going to happen because that Chungmu is out here. I'm just going to speed boost out of the way of this torpedo. No luck. That is unfortunate. I really want to shoot this Shima. Actually, fuck it. Now's is as good a time as any to shoot at the Shimakaze. If I can remove him from the board, that means I can. All I have to deal with is the Petro, but I also don't have to deal with the Petro now because he's dead. Also, what the hell was that shot? I really should have shot that Shima as soon as he popped up, because the Neptune was still alive to occupy the attention of the Petro. Repair that. Now all we're gonna do is turn our attention towards this Rupert, and also probably the Chungmu as well. I'm just gonna walk back in the direction of D. And we honestly don't even need to do that. But we're just gonna be greedy idiots. Or I could gunboat this guy. That is tempting. Although he's dead, so that is unlucky for him. And this game's going to be over before too long. And also, in case you didn't realize, the score timer mod is currently super broken. So it's not showing super accurate values. So just something to keep in mind right there. Audacious is going to be dying soon. We're just going to shoot at this Chungmu. He's going to slow down. And blind shoot him. Is he moving forward? Is he an intelligent person? No, he inted out of his own smoke. That is really unfortunate. Or no, he's just getting fucking hydroed. That's what's happening. Yeah, he was getting hydroed. That is super unfortunate for that guy. And there goes that guy. So, that was another kind of meh game, but I'm pretty happy with that. I think, hello, Ribbons? Okay. I think that was, both of those games were just decent little tidbits into just the mind and the impact of torpedo destroyers in the current meta. Granted, I was playing against some pretty stupid enemies here, but the idea of torpedo destroyers are still the same, because their biggest strength is your concealment above all else, and then just using your torpedoes either as make-a-wish torpedoes or zoning tools like you saw with the torpedoes out at D, even though they didn't really materialize into much because the Chung Mu was faster than I was and was closer, so he got there first. So it is what it is, but that's the idea. So that is going to be it for today. I hope you have found this video helpful and enjoyed these couple of games, short as they may have been, and I will see you tomorrow.